Assalamu alaikum to every lovely people out there. I, Cynthia Khan, welcomes you all to another brand new episode from the Travel Channel. And we are now in front of 114 Najimuddin Road at Mirab Hotel and Restaurant for trying our lunch items. And they are very famous for all their lunch items. That is, the traditional Bengali lunch items are included in their menu, starting from the plain rice, and they include a numerous number of mashed items. And they are too much famous for all it. And we will be trying it today. I'm super excited for it. So without getting further delayed, let's get into the video and check it out. So we are now here with all our food items and they are looking super delicious, right? This one is the plain rice, along with this one is, see, this one is the egg being mashed along with some, I can see the coriander leaves in it, along with the translucent onions are too visible, and obviously chili flakes, and they are mixed well with mustard oils. And this one is the tomato mashed tomatoes, and they are being being boiled, and coriander leaves are too visible, along with chili flakes, and I'm not seeing anything else rather than this. And this one is, let me taste it. Yes, this one is the fish. They have used fish, maybe they have sorted the fish first, using some spices like chilies, onions, then tamarind powders, then obviously salt, and then they had mixed it well, being using the blenders, or they have mixed using the hand grinders. And this one is the lentils. I'm seeing this one is the lentils, the orangish lentils that we regularly take, and they have mashed it using the common thing which I'm noticing all over here. They have used coriander leaves all over the mashed items they have presented. The coriander leaves along with the chili flakes, and onions are too visible, and they have also used the mustard oils in it. And this one is the dried fish. Dried fish have been mashed here along with spices used, and I'm also seeing the tomatoes. Tomato purees are coming out, and coriander leaves, and also the chili flakes I'm seeing as they are visible from outside. And this one is, let me taste it. This one is the pointed gourd. The skin of the pointed gourd. See? The skin of the pointed gourd have been mashed here using the hand grinders, or maybe they have used the blenders for mashing all these items. And some fishes are too visible. They have used the pointed gourd skin along with the fishes and spices, obviously. And this one is the, which we say alocola, or they are the we are taking that the aram leaves. We see the aram leaves in our country, and the pointeds of that aram leaves are mashed here along using the spices like coriander leaves, and translucent onions are too visible from outside. And let's taste it. It's good. And what else are left? These are the brinjals. The brinjals being sauteed in mustard oils, or maybe the regular refined oils, and they are sauteed using the chili flakes, onions, and no, they haven't used any fish here, so that was it. Or maybe they have boiled it. No, actually they are not boiled, they are sauteed. So, and this one is seeming like, let's taste it. Oh, this one is the bean. They have used the green beans, regularly available in our country. They have used that beans for mashed, and other than that, they have used the coriander leaves that are common in every mashed items here, along with the chili flakes, and other spices. So that was it for the mashed items. Oh, I have forgotten the main one. This one is the potato. This one is the mashed potato, very famous in our country, not in Nirab Hotel. And during Pahela Boishak, our days remain incomplete without these mashed potatoes, along with the panta bhat we take. That means the rice soaked overnight, the whole night, the rice being soaked in water. That are known as panta bhat. And this is mainly proceeded like the potatoes being soaked in water and they get boiled. Fine boiled potatoes are used in these procedures, along with the chili flakes and onions, and obviously the coriander leaves, the common thing of Nirab Hotel. And this one is the fish, fried fish it is. It's see, it's the ruhi fish. We say it the ruhi fish, and this one is the fried ruhi fish. They have fried it in dipped refined oil using the spices like maybe the tamarind powder along with chili powder, red chili powder and salt obviously. We will be tasting it later on. And this one is the catfish. It's my personal favorite one because I love to have catfish. And this is the catfish they have served us, and they are sorted. Not only sorted, they are having some the tomatoes on it along with the coriander leaves, the common things, and they are looking very much delicate in texture. I'm feeling like, yeah, that will be yummy one. This one is the prawn. Who else love to have prawns? I love prawn, and to have a curry of prawn is a delicate one, and it's looking just delicious. Look at the tenderness of it. It's looking just super delicious. Oh, I can't wait to have it. And this one is the catfish, and they are commonly known as the papda catfish. This one is the pure catfish one, and this one is the papda catfish. And they are two in a moistened form. And I can see the onions. See, the onions are in translucent forms. They are not completely done. And oils are too visible from outside, seeming to be a rich food. Let's try it out. So first of all, what we need to take is this plain rice. See how neat the rice is. They are not sticky at all. They are finely cooked and they are just neat. And I prefer the neat ones. So first off, I'm taking the mashed eggs, the scrambled eggs. The eggs being boiled, finely boiled eggs are used in these mashed items along with the onions, coriander leaves and chili flakes. So let's taste it. With rice, how it tastes. The tenderness of eggs that have been used are coming out. But it's feeling a little spicy and it's going with the taste. Whenever I'm taking it, the eggs are getting melted inside the mouth and it's creating a great texture around. So moving forward, I will taking this mashed boiled tomato. The potatoes are steamed actually. See the delicate structure of it. As we all know that tomatoes are sour in taste, so obviously the mixture of it obviously tastes sour. So let's try it. And people of our country generally take these mashed items along with this plain rice. They don't take it along. The flavor of the ripe tomato are coming out, and that's great, really great. And the tangy flavor of tomatoes are just amazing, along with the mixture of the spices, these onions, the chilies, the coriander leaves, all are just blended and they are super blended and creating an amazing texture around. I'm just loving this. Moving forward to this one is the fish. Yes, I've said it, fish, right? The fish being fried. Actually, the fish being fried, the regular fish, maybe no special fish have been used, but the regular fish we take, like the rui, katla or whatever they have used, they have fried it and then they mixed it well with the coriander leaves, onions, chilies, salts, and that is. And that's it. All goes with these procedures and how it tests. I need to take it more. Being a Bengali who don't loves to have fish along with rice, and to have the fish in this tastiest way, being sorted in spices like this, that goes really amazing. I'm feeling like, yeah, this is just perfect. And you can have it all day, like all day, literally all day. And moving towards this one is the lentil paste or mashed lentil, we say. The orange regular lentil is being mashed here. These are the very common mashed items in our country. Yes, the flavor of chopped garlics are coming out. Chopped garlics have been used here. I'm getting the flavor. They obviously has used the chopped garlics here, and it's going with the taste, and it's really delicious, really. Just amazing. The flavor of garlics are suiting so well with this. And what I've said this one is the dried fish, right? I've said that. Though I personally don't like the dried fish, but I need to taste it because it's special. Let it be dried fish or the fresh fish. We have to taste it. I need to take another. Those who are literally not the founder of this dried fish, please, I'm assuring you, this mixture will bring you crazy on it because the spiciness of it is just blended. And who are the spicy lovers? I'm a spicy lover one, and it's really amazing. The spices along with the other things that like onions or the flavors of cumins, the fried cumins are coming out. They have used the fried cumins. Maybe they have sprinkled it all over after the procedures of that cooking. And it's really amazing. Those who are not the fans of this dried fish may try it out. I assure you, you will fall in love of this. It's really good. So, what else are remaining? I'm confused because there are so many items. I'm getting confused, man. And these are the fried brinjals. See? Fried brinjals are mixed together with the chili flakes, onions, and the coriander leaves, the common ones. Let's try. There are many one amongst us, those who don't like veggies, like the brinjals, the pottle gourd, the pointed gourd, then lentils, even the tomatoes. Many of us don't like this. But if they are being served with this amazing, the veggies being sorted in these spices creates an amazing texture. And if they even get the chance to have this, I assure you, they won't live up. They won't give up on eating like me. Though I love to take veggies, and they're tasting so good. Maybe this one is left and this one is left, right? Oh, this one. I'm always forgetting this one. Why am I forgetting? This is the bean paste. The green beans which are available in our country are being pasted in hand grinders or maybe the blenders they have used. I don't know. They keep their recipes secret as they are the famous ones. Maybe for that. But I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. Whenever we take the green beans regularly, that really don't taste that much good. We take it in curries or even we saute it spices, but it genuinely don't taste that much good, which I'm feeling right now. Because every spice is used here has got a freshly blended form and it's amazing in taste, literally amazing. I'm feeling like I can have all these mashed items at once. Literally at once. So we are now left with, at first I will take this because I'm missing it all the way. And it's been my favorite from childhood. I love to take this mashed potatoes. So let's have it. As you all know that I'm a potato lover. I love to have potatoes in biryanis, in everything I love to have potato. And to have this potato in this form, like this is mixed with spices like chili flakes, then coriander leaves, onions and everything. And it's being mixed up so well using the mustard oil. And it's having the flavor around. The aroma of mustard oil is coming out and literally I'm getting the aroma of it and I'm feeling just superb. It's nothing special, but to me it's so special because I'm a potato lover. So for that it's special to me. And finally we are here with the tap roots of aram leaves. And these are very much available during the monsoon season in our country. During the rainy days, they grow abundantly in our country. And they are mostly popular in our village. Our country has a lot of villages in it. And in villages, people love to have these aram leaves. They too have the leaves of it and that are amazing too. So let's taste it, how it tastes. It's good. Maybe some of you may say that don't the aram leaves get thrown in the throats because it contains much iron in it. So for that many of us think like it will get thrown in our throats. But it's literally not doing that because limes have been used here and we all know that limes neutralizes all the irons in it. So for it, it's going with the taste. The flavors of the limes are coming out along with the fusions of the coriander leaves they have used in all cases. So that's really going with the taste and I'm loving it. And of all these mashed items, I will prefer firstly this tomato one. This tomato one was the best of them. I really loved it. And this pointed gourd, the skin of the pointed gourd has been mashed here and that was too amazing. And not but the least, this one. This one will be my favorite forever. So moving forward to fish items. So now we are here with all the fish items along with this one is the beef kalabuna. See, it's looking fabulous. It obviously would taste fabulous. I'm gazing it, just seeing it. And this one is the duck. Very famous item of here. This one is the cooked duck, finely cooked, and I really love to have duck. And this one is the chicken. The desi chickens have been served here. This one is the prawn, we all know of it. And this one is the catfish, I have said it earlier. And this one is the special catfish named Pabda catfish. And this one is the fried rui fish, not the katla one. Yes, it's the rui fish, the larger sized rui fish it is. So let's try some rui fish, fried rui fish, how it tastes. Oh, it got a little dried up. I'm feeling like it's not warm. I love to have the fried fish being warm, but it's really not. Which disappointed me for the first time. Let's taste it, how it tastes. This is the bone. Yes, it's good. But if it were served warm at temperature, it would taste much good. But I guess a little amount of spices have been descended because I'm feeling like much spices have been not used here. But it's fried well. The fish is being fried well. See, it's the skin, it's coming out. So the easiest way to make you assure that the fish is being well cooked is the peeling of its skin. as the skin is coming out easily from it, that means it's finely cooked. And as it's deep fried, so obviously it requires to be finely cooked, right? But if they were using much more spices in it, like if they were using the chili powders in a larger amount, like the moderate ones, the required amount which were requiring for it's getting much more tastier. That requirements would bring it much good. But it's good, not bad. So this one is the papda. I'll be trying it later. So let's try this catfish. I'll be taking a small portion from it, the portion of the tail. See how soft it is. It's getting just. I'm not pulling it. It don't require any pull on it. So we are knowing that it's cooked so good. This is just perfect. Nothing is imbalanced here. Starting from the spices, everything in and out, all are just perfect in it. This is really fabulous, really. Though I don't love to have fishes much. You must say me like I'm a little vegetarian because I don't prefer taking fishes or beefs or chickens. But if you ever come here and taste it out, you will definitely say, yes, this one was the perfect one. With every ingredient used was so creating so a great texture around. I'm loving it. So moving forward to this. This one is the special catfish. We term this as papda. And they are much available in the seas. Like we can avail it mostly from the Podda river. In Podda river they are available in huge amount. So let's taste it. It's hard. I'm feeling like it's hard, a little much hard. Maybe they are overcooked. It was not supposed to be like this. It was supposed to turn up just the moment I hit it, but it's not getting. That means it got overcooked. But this fish is very much favorite to me because as it consists of only one bone, and I get afraid of all the bones of fish they consist. But as this fish has only one bone, so I prefer it much, and it feels like this fish is a sweeter version of all the fishes. So I love it. No, I won't say from my personal aspect. I would obviously say from the coincidence, like the ingredients used here, the procedures that were maintained while cooking it, taking all those things in consideration, I must say this one is just perfect. Literally perfect. I won't say like this one is my favorite, so I'm saying that this is delicious. No, not like that. It's really delicious in taste, but it's feeling like it's overcooked. It was supposed to be done before some times of it getting down, but other than that, it's really good. Moving forward to prawn. Oof. Who else love to have prawn like me? I'm a prawn lover. See the color of it. Don't it looks delicious? It looks delicious. Let's take the flesh of it. I won't take the shell of it. Though it's my favorite, but the taste of it is disappointing me because I'm feeling like much more salt has been used here. Though I prefer the moderate salt, maybe for that. But other than that, everything is good because the prawns are so juicy inside. The flesh of it is so much juicy and moist from inside. And I'm feeling like the shells are so hard, which was not supposed to be. Okay with the taste, but I feel like the catfish and this papda catfish was so good amongst all the fishes. So that was it for the fish items. Moving forward to the beefs chickens and ducks. So what will I test first? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Which will I taste? So I will go for this beef kalabuna. See how delicious it looks like. Let's keep it aside. Wow, the meats are just perfect. See? See, it's just getting turned up like the moment I have eaten it. That is, it's so moist, which I prefer the most in the beef items. It won't be hard or it won't be that much rough. It would be juicy and soft in texture. It's so good, literally so good. The fragrance of fried cumins are coming out. Maybe they have sprinkled it all over after the procedures of their cooking. And I'm getting a dense flavor of the peppers they have used. Maybe they have used the black peppers in it. So that's also having a flavor in it and it's coming out. Which got a blended version with all the ingredients used here. Starting from the spices to everything inside and out. All is so good. A strong flavor of ginger garlic pesto too coming out, which is going with this taste. Those who are the beef lover ones will surely try it out because it's so good, so good. Now I'll be trying my favorite one, the duck. Who else love to have ducks? And the most famous, most favorite of mine in this whole duck is the neck piece of it. I love to have it, though many of you may say like it's the bone piece, but I love it for, I feel like much juiciness are here. From the whole duck, the juiciness of it remains mostly in the bones. The bony part of it consists of the most juicy texture. It's just good. And naturally it's hard because the flesh of ducks are hard. So obviously it would taste harder, but the flesh is so good. But maybe they were required to cook for a much period of time. Maybe they haven't done it. What I was hoping is not up to that much. But as I love it, I'm feeling like yeah, I can take it. But it's not up to that much, which was my assumption of having it. So this one is the chicken curry, the desi chicken curry they have served us. Chickens are so normal in our country. They are available throughout, but the desi chickens have become a rare pieces nowadays. So let's taste it. Yes, the chicken meats are moist. They are coming out. No confusions with that. Yes, this chicken is good, but I feel like if they were using much more spices in it, or if they were be using much more salt in it, because I'm feeling the lack of salt in it. Though it's not that much, but if it were having a little bit of salt in it, it would go with the taste. But it's good. Not bad, but it's good. So finally I have reached all the dishes, like starting from the mashed items to the chickens to the beefs to the fishes. Oh, I have got a tiresome moment. Like my tummy is not allowing me to have more out of this. I'm fully on like hell. but I can't stop my mouth from taking this delicious item. So that was it for the day. Hope you people have really liked this video, and if you had really done so, then don't forget to hit up the thumbs up icon and subscribe to this channel. And you can also join the official Facebook page of us, that is the Travel Dirt, and you can also be a member of our private group, that's the Travel Dirt Diaries, and join with us. Share all your recommendations and comment down all your queries in the comment section, and we will be right back soon with another new video. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned with the Travel Dirt so that you can stay with loving yourself. Allah Hafiz.